We got, hey.
You can get down, nigga. You can get down. It's all good.
This a real special moment, ain't it?
Come on, you can get some, nigga.
This a real special moment,
Let's
ain't
go.
it? Hey.
Bought more jewelry.
Yeah.
More Louis V, my mama couldn't get through to me.
Yeah, nigga.
I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the. I guess the money should have changed them. I guess I should have forgot where I came from. Wait till I get my money right.
Hey, relax and come on down. This is a special moment, so join us and soak it all in. I'm just speaking my truth here. I haven't let money change who I am, even though maybe I should have forgotten my roots. Just wait until I get my money right. I want to thank 50 Cent for coming back and making my show a success. It's much appreciated. Now, what do you know about Jay-Z and Diddy? They would have celebrated 30 years of friendship in 2024. But for now, they're keeping their distance because of the recent sexual abuse allegations against Diddy. So far, 5 individuals have come forward, and there's even speculation that Jay-Z might end up as a co-defendant alongside his friend. At one point, Puffy was part of our crew. We'd be out on 144th and 8th Avenue, and he was always eager to join us for parties. We used to go to Tim Dogg's, Corey Jacobs, Butt Naked Crew gatherings, Peter Shoes events, Black and Gold Sparkles entertainment parties, and skating rinks. We even hung out at Willie Burger's late at night and the Apollo Theater. Puffy wanted to roll with us because he was interning at Uptown Records. He aimed to connect with people in Harlem, and since we knew Tim, Heavy D, and others, he wanted to be around us. However, he started hanging around a little too much, and someone said, let's just jump him into the crew. That day, he drove up in a Volkswagen Cabriolet, and as soon as he got out, we grabbed him. But Puff managed to wriggle free and ran all the way to 127th Street. They apprehended him, brought him back, and gave him a rough treatment before declaring, now you're part of the same gang. Puffy wasn't just an intern at Uptown. He also started organizing his own parties. He ran Unsigned Hype on Monday evenings, where groups like Leaders of the New School, featuring Busta Rhymes, performed. Additionally, he hosted Daddy's House at the Red Zone on Wednesday nights. I was providing security for these events. Puffy needed a strong individual to safeguard his interests, which is how I began working for him.
And then at one point, Puffy actually became part of Same Gang with you guys.
Yes, he did. We were outside on 144th and 8th Avenue, and Puff used to always come and try to go to the parties with us. At that time, we was going to Tim Dog and Corey, I think, I don't know Corey last name, Corey Jacobs or something like that. He was, they had the Butt Naked Crew. We was going to their parties. We was going to Peter Shoe party. We were going to Black and Gold, Sparkles Entertainment, the skating rink, just everything that was happening, Willie Burgers at night. And then we were also going to the Apollo Theater. So he wanted to hang with us. He wanted to hang with us because he was an intern for Uptown. And he wanted to, get to know people from Harlem. So because D-Ferg did that logo for Uptown Records, and we knew Tim, we knew Heavy D and everybody like that, he started wanting to hang with us. So then he just was there too much. And then somebody said, yo, man, we just gonna jump him in. You know what I'm saying? So if he got out of his car this particular day, he got out of the car, he was driving those Volkswagen Cabarettos with the Cabriolet. All right, the Volkswagen Cabriolet with the sunroof on it. They say once we get around to grab him, and then we just gonna torture his ass. So when that torturing was like, we was right there next to the store. It was outside. We'll get a bunch of Little Debbie cakes and everything, smash them in the head, sprinkle them with champagne and everything like that, and make them Same Gang and everything like that. So when Puff came out the car, the little cats grabbed him. But Puff wiggled away from him, and they didn't catch him until, we was on 144th Street. They didn't catch him until he got to 127th Street. So that's like, that was like close to 20-something blocks. So they caught him, brought him back. You know what I'm saying? They roughed him up a little bit and say, now you Same Gang. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and Puffy, not only was he an intern at Uptown, but he started doing his own parties, and he was really successful at the parties.
Yeah, he was doing, he was actually doing Upside Hype. did you know Unsigned Hype on Monday nights?
Yeah.
That was
Right.
when Leaders of the New School, where Busta Rhymes was in, and different groups, you know, they would come there on Monday night and perform. And then on Wednesday night, he had the Red Zone doing parties, what he called Daddy's House.
Mm-hmm. Right, and you were doing security for these parties.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so, and that's how you kind of got with Puff in terms of the working relationship.
Well, yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He needed somebody that was strong, that was going to, you know, look out for his best interest. And because he was same gang at the time I was doing it.
It's essential to remember that Diddy has always been a controversial figure, dating back to the 1990s when he was involved in a shooting incident that became one of the most contentious moments in music history. Diddy was implicated in one of the most controversial legal rulings in music history, despite widespread knowledge that he was the one who fired shots into the crowd at Club New York. He never spent any time in jail. Instead, his associate, Sean, took the fall.
Rapper Jay-Z is seen leaving court after he and producer Timbaland are accused of using an Egyptian recording as the hook for their hit Big Pimpin'. Osama Ahmed Fahmy alleges that Sean Carter, better known by his stage name Jay-Z, lifted a portion of his late uncle's song without paying a licensing fee, a claim their defense denies, insisting the copyright violations have no merit. Fahmy claims his uncle would not have approved of being associated with what he calls Jay-Z's vulgar and demeaning lyrics, with Jay-Z's attorney telling jurors that his Grammy Award-winning client was misplaced in the case and should not be a party to the lawsuit. The star-studded trial, which is expected to take about 2 weeks, should see both Timbaland and Jay-Z take to the stand to testify.
Jay-Z is dealing with his own controversies. He and producer Timbaland have been accused of incorporating an Egyptian recording as the hook for their hit song, Big Pimpin'. Osama Ahmed Fahmy claims that Jay-Z used a section of his late uncle's song without paying a licensing fee. However, Jay-Z's defense team denies the allegations, arguing that the accusations of copyright infringement lack merit. The trial is expected to last for 2 weeks, with both Jay-Z and Timbaland anticipated to testify. While Diddy has managed to avoid facing consequences for his questionable behavior, Jay-Z also has a history of legal troubles, but has mostly remained out of major conflict. Nonetheless, if charges related to sex trafficking are filed, circumstances could take a dramatic turn. A woman accused Diddy and former CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment Harvey Pierre of gang rape and sex trafficking when she was 17 years old in December 2023. She claimed that after being transported by air from Michigan to New York City, she was given booze and narcotics and then attacked at Diddy's recording studios. Diddy disputes the claims, saying on Instagram that people are attempting to ruin his name and character in order to get a fast payoff.
We think about the possibility of a sex trafficking investigation, sex trafficking related charges. If we go to December 2023, there was a woman who accused Combs and former Bad Boy Entertainment president Harvey Pierre and another person of sex trafficking and gang raping her when she was 17 years old. There was a Jane Doe who says that she was flown from Michigan to New York City, supplied with drugs and alcohol, and then assaulted by all three men at Combs' recording studios. Now, Combs, by the way, has always denied the allegations, and in fact, in response to one lawsuit, had posted, I believe it was on Instagram, "Enough is enough. The last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do," and he goes on to say, "did not do this." Now, again, that was in relation to a lot of these lawsuits being filed, but when we're talking about sex trafficking, Tracy, and we're talking about the Southern District of New York possibly initiating this search warrant, where does your mind go in terms of what we might be looking at in terms of potential charges, potential allegations, and how it's connected to New York?
So I absolutely believe, and again, simply my hypothesis, he is innocent until proven guilty, that he will be arrested and indicted on sex trafficking charges. I have no doubt about that. And I do believe that he was most likely the kingpin of this. These girls, what that tells me, if it's out of the Southern District of New York, is this is spanning multiple states, and that he is trafficking or allegedly trafficking girls across multiple states, across the United States. This isn't just an isolated incident in one location. And so I have heard things as well about his Hamptons parties and things happening in those Hamptons parties as well. So I suspect more evidence may come out as a result of that. But these are extremely serious charges. And
However, if search warrants have been issued by the Southern District of New York, it suggests that Diddy was trafficking females across the country and that the inquiry is multi-state in nature. There have also been rumors of unsettling goings-on during his Hampton gatherings. Diddy recently submitted a motion seeking to dismiss specific claims in a sexual assault lawsuit, arguing that some of the alleged actions are not covered by existing statutes from the time they reportedly took place. Among the claims he wants dismissed are those involving revenge porn and human trafficking, noting that New York's revenge porn law only came into effect in 2019, while human trafficking laws were established in 2007.
Sean Diddy Combs has filed a motion to dismiss some claims in a sexual assault lawsuit. He argues he cannot be sued for some of the allegations because they were not under any statutes when the alleged incident occurred. Some of the claims he wants tossed out are revenge porn and human trafficking. The alleged acts occurred in 1991. New York did not have a revenge porn law until 2019, and the human trafficking law went into effect in 2007. Joy Dickerson-Deal accuses Combs of sexually assaulting her when she was 19 and sharing a videotape of it with music industry friends.
Diddy is accused of enticing individuals with promises of wealth and fame, then getting them addicted to drugs and subjecting them to abuse.
I run shit, nigga. You feel me? I run shit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Little Rod ain't worth giving this kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his pub. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can.
Little Rod asserts that various rappers, actors, and politicians were involved in Diddy's infamous parties, which were notorious for questionable activities. While many names have been redacted from his statements, Little Rod claims that several celebrities were participants in these gatherings. In a separate development, Harve Pierre, the former president of Bad Boy Entertainment, is facing a lawsuit over alleged sexual assault. Additionally, other high-profile individuals named include Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses, Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., Jimmy Iovine, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, and Bill Cosby. Diddy is now confronted with 2 new lawsuits.
Harve Pierre, former president of Bad Boy, has been sued for sexual assault. Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses. Marcellus Wiley, who's a regular on my show, he's denied it. Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., Jimmy Iovine, who's being sued by the same lawyer that Cassie was represented by.
I'm not making any faces. I'm acting like I don't even know who these people are.
Bill Cosby, again. Photographer Terry Richardson. NYC Mayor Eric Adams. And Diddy got 2 new lawsuits.
Fans remain engrossed in speculation about who might be mentioned in Little Rod's statements, with Jay-Z's name frequently surfacing in the conversations. Sean Carter, known as Jay-Z, has long been a close friend of Diddy, often seen together at parties and events. However, he has now put some distance between himself and Diddy. Although Jay-Z is aware of what occurred at these parties, he isn't publicly coming to the defense of his longtime friend. 50 Cent alleges that Jay-Z's silence is due to Diddy betraying him. According to 50 Cent, Diddy has covertly recorded everything that transpired in his mansion by bugging every corner and then saving the recordings onto a hard drive. With federal agents now having raided Diddy's residences in connection with a trafficking investigation, all of that data is in their possession. During the raids, federal agents seized electronic devices from Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles. Agents from Homeland Security carried out the raids concurrently, loading boxes of evidence into vehicles while being monitored by SWAT teams and officers armed with long guns. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York has been diligently interviewing victims and witnesses over the past months to confirm the allegations. While Diddy has not yet been charged, the investigation remains ongoing, and the evidence collected may have significant implications. Diddy recently became the target of several civil lawsuits accusing him of sex trafficking and abuse, allegations he vehemently denies. He took to Instagram to address the accusations, declaring, "Enough is enough," and asserting, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals seeking a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged." In November, Diddy resolved a lawsuit with Cassie Ventura, his former girlfriend of 10 years, a day after she filed a startling civil suit under New York's Survivors Act, seeking $30 million. Following the federal search warrants executed at Diddy's residences, her attorney expressed hope that this process would hold Diddy accountable for his actions. Ventura's accusations, alongside those of others, prompted this federal investigation. It remains uncertain whether Diddy's New York City home will be included in the inquiry. In April 2024, federal agents seized cameras, laptops, and surveillance equipment from Diddy's mansions. This investigation has left significant celebrities connected to Diddy feeling apprehensive, fearing the worst outcome. Simultaneously, 50 Cent insists that the situation is more complex than what has been publicly disclosed so far. He is waiting for all the facts to emerge. According to him, Diddy's downfall is already in progress as we speak.